That we bring in Republican Congressman from Texas, Dan Crenshaw. Dan, always good to have you with us. Thank you very much for being here. I want to start off with this exchange between our reporter Hillary Vaughn and John Kirby. Watch this.
People are being given court dates 7 years from now. So is he creating a big problem for another president to have to figure out? If these people are going to be deported after just working, living, maybe having families here for 7 years?
Again, I'm not going to get into hypothetical cases here. On day one of the administration, the president put to Congress a proposal for immigration reform. He has said in recent days he's willing to have a serious discussion with members of Congress about immigration policy.
Okay, Dan. Congressman, he said he put something out there on day one. So he did his part. What do you say to that?
Not sure what he's talking about. What he did on day one was reverse all the Trump-era policies that were actually fixing the border, namely Remain in Mexico policy. This is a really simple equation. You say you have a higher than likely shot of being sent back to Mexico and awaiting your adjudication there. Then people won't come. So yes, he did propose something on day one, but it was reversing the policies that actually worked. You don't really need a whole lot of new immigration law to get this border to work. You just have to enforce what's there. You know, to the extent that we are proposing different immigration law changes like we have in H.R. 2 earlier this year, that's really cleaning things up. That's closing loopholes so that a president like President Biden can't just go around and create these loopholes, whether it's using the asylum process or this mass parole program that he's done. And these notices to appear, I mean, that's even if they do appear. Forget hypotheticals. You don't need to talk about hypotheticals. Most of these people do not appear, period. We have the statistics on that. You know, you have to have a seismic change in policy to reverse this crisis.
I want to show this video that we showed on the way into the teas because it's one that really sticks with me, Congressman. We believe this is one of the smugglers. They saw down pieces of our fence, right? And then he shrugs and gives a salute and basically runs back probably to get a whole nother group of people who are likely paying him and the other smugglers thousands of dollars to get them through. So a shrug and a salute is what we get. Is there a justification for some use of force for the destruction of our border wall and illegal trafficking at our border?
As president, I think you could absolutely make that justification when there's somebody right there committing a crime, destroying our property right at the border. Now, but let's talk broader here, you know, because I've introduced legislation to use military force against the cartels. That guy you see in that video, he is connected to the cartels in one form or another. The cartels battle each other for what's called plazas, which just means space next to the border, because it's so lucrative, right? They charge every single one of those people some kind of fee to cross that border. There's an entire trafficking process, and the cartels make $13 billion a year by some estimates. So it's almost more than they make drug trafficking. So you can make a pretty good case that these cartels are a mutual enemy of both Mexico and the United States and should be dealt with in a military manner. Now, they're killing Mexicans on a daily basis. They will lure teenage boys into a call set, what they say is a call center, tell them they're going to get a job, offer them a job with the cartels, they deny them, and then they torture and kill them. That's what goes on in Mexico every single day. There is no reason why we shouldn't be using every ounce of American force, along with the Mexican military, to deal with this. And that when Secretary Blinken goes down to Mexico City in the next few days, like they supposedly are, to talk about this, that's what needs to be on the table. What are we going to do to help you take your country back? And what are you going to do to stop this mass migration? Stop facilitating mass migration into our border.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. I don't think there's any reason for them to stop this extraordinarily lucrative business if nobody is going to get in their way, and all they're going to do is shrug at us and give us the old salute. Gee, thanks a lot. There's another, multi-$1,000 drop-off. So, Congressman, I thank you very much for being here. Good to have you with us today, and we wish you a happy holiday. Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas. Thanks.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.